to be in, and we get to celebrate together as we tell the world of what's happening. I see Dylan Maxwell. Anyone else? Where are you guys from? And yeah, if you want to share the video, that'd be awesome too. This is going to be a fun video exploring what it means that right now is the best day of our career. Today is the best day of our career because we have the ability to recreate a whole new dream of life right now with one click of a button, even as you are doing with a share or whatever you might be doing. From Isela from Monterrey, Mexico. She is cute today. Okay, here it comes, the news. Any final guesses of what I'm about to say? 10-second countdown. Hey, April. Hey, Sidonia. Okay, here it is, guys. The Audible for Breaking Normal is out. It's so fascinating. I didn't really feel that congruent with promoting my book, Breaking Normal, which was pretty much a decade in the making. Oh, here it is right here. If you want to see what it looks like, you can just go to Audible right now, type it in, download it, listen to it. The way I've been listening to Audibles for a lot of my life is actually taking walks, like walking and listening to audiobooks, even sometimes 1 to 2 times speed, 1.5, 1.25 to 2 point speed. It's my favorite way of consuming books. And it just didn't feel congruent for me to fully promote Breaking Normal as I wanted to when it was only on the ebook and the hard book. But you can get either one. If it's still your thing to get a physical copy, you can get it on Amazon, or an ebook you can get on Amazon, and you can get the Audible today. And just send me a screenshot of your review, either on the book on Amazon, the ebook on Amazon, or the Audible. The reason today is the best day of our careers is because it's happening right now. And because it only gets better and better, because life only gets better and better, we don't have to get caught up with the past story that, oh, those were the days. No, these are the days. Today is the day. Right now is the time. And if it's your first time getting Audible, I highly recommend the audiobooks. One of my favorite ways, I'm going to be a bit, and it's in the book, I'm going to be a bit transparent here. So for all my people that like to use happy herbs, or the sacred herb, or AKA Bob Marley herbs, I personally love partnering with that plant and getting a massage and then listening to the audiobook while. And it's almost as the wisdom gets massaged into my muscles. Not only my conscious mind, but it's like my unconscious is like soaking up the infinite intelligence and divine brilliance and unavoidable success and abundance of the message from the author. I just am such a believer in books and the idea that readers are leaders. And then really, when you think about it, what is Breaking Normal to me? It's like I went on a 10-year journey of answering the question, what would I pay to do and how can I get paid to do it? And that, in that question, me asking that question continuously is throughout this book. And now that I did the audio version, I mean, I've invested $1,500 into one of my friends that has a recording studio, and she's top notch. She recorded for Share, and I read this book. I read and read and read, and when I messed up, when I fumbled around, when I was exploring out loud and the words didn't come out right, I read again and read again. And now this 10-year journey, the golden thread and the highlights of this 10-year journey of exploring radical forms of self-acceptance through self-expression, going on vacation with a group of superheroes in the best places in the world to talk about all the things that we've avoided talking about, to find the secret power of living a life without secrets. And then all the exercises, some of the best exercises I've ever experimented with that highlight that wisdom, is basically just effortless. It's so easy and effortless for you to consume now. You can hear it through an audiobook while taking a long walk or getting an awesome massage or even exercising. The way that we can consume information these days is incredible. And if it's your first time downloading Audible, I highly recommend Audible. I think if you sign up, you get to have a credit or 2 depending on which choice you choose. So I'm going to show you a list now of my Audible account. So for all the book clubbers and everyone else that wants to see, this is the new education. We're in college. We're in something much greater than college right now, all of us. We're one click away from pretty much any information in the world that say 30 or 40 years ago was reserved to like presidents. Now a random kid in Egypt or Africa or wherever a random kid is at these days with access to the internet, one click of the way can download information that used to be hidden. Oh, exactly. Jan Griffin. Prefer audiobooks while you drive? I love listening to audiobooks while I drive. So I'm going to do a little flip of the screen and y'all can check out, let's see if this works. Y'all can see my Audible account here. So Vanessa, see right there? First of all, the last two books I downloaded, which are crazy, one being You Are the Placebo, and the other one being You Are the Universe. So I started wondering, I started considering the idea of like, who's going to write the book that the placebo is the universe, or the universe is the placebo? One was by Dr. Joe Dispenza, You Are the Placebo, and that's what I'm listening to right now. Awesome. So if you're looking for a second book to get along with Breaking Normal, that one is really good so far. I'm looking at Elon Musk, Captivate from Vanessa Van Edwards. I went to college with her. I met her on the first day of school. We gave each other a massage, and that's pretty much the last time I've talked to her, since like 10 years ago. Noel Harari with Homo Deus or Homo Sapiens, or Flashbacks, or JP Sears, one of good friends, Ultra Spiritual, The Code of the Extraordinary Mind, Stealing Fire. These are all good books. But I'll share more of those. Maybe I can share screenshots of all of my books that I really support and believe in the Breaking Normal Book Club. And in the meantime, send me a screenshot of your Audible or Amazon review. And I want you to realize today is the biggest day of your career, because if you're watching this right now, you have access to the internet. You have access to the interwebs, and it's probably most likely this close, a click of the button away. So you have a message within you that you can share with the world, that you can polish up, that you can make as valuable as possible, and you can give to as many people as possible by one click of a button. Isn't that incredible, the miraculous time that we're living in? So take advantage of it and wake up to this dream of life, and let's start breaking normal. Let's rewild our inner child. Let's set the truth free. Hey, CK. I'm going to look at some of y'all's questions now. CK, my Audible came out today. Celebration. CK, as if you were watching our live video yesterday, he's our friend that he was living on a cannabis farm, and that's where, in Oregon, outside of Portland, Oregon, and that's where this beautiful baby was made, in his sound studio. So a lot of beautiful babies are being made in sound studios. This one and this one right here, which I spent a lot of time reading, and I'm so happy to celebrate with y'all. I'll tell you this, when anyone has the ability and the gift to put a tribe of powerful superheroes together that are like-hearted and willing to move beyond a like-mindedness, where they're not only looking for people to agree with them, but they're looking for people to raise them to their highest potentiality, then this will be a great group to be a part of. And thank you, Giuseppe, for sharing this video. Anyone that's sharing this video, thank you. This is part of the dream, that we can get valuable edutainment that will serve the world out to the world by just simply clicking a button. That's how dreamy this life is right now, simply clicking the button. What do you think about that, Davina? Davina had an active night last night. Maybe she kind of knew today was going to be a big day and she was preparing us for it. What do you think? Huh? She's really starting to communicate. And it's so cool yet because she doesn't know English. So the reality of the world and what she's perceiving hasn't been broken into the fragments of English words. But now it's getting expressed with seemingly random expressions. But if you look closely enough to what's not being said, the nonverbal communication, we can learn a lot. I think you want me to give you more attention. Maybe your teeth. Is it your teeth? Do you want an ohm? Would you like an ohm? Would that be helpful? She looks like she can ohm with me. We'll try it. If y'all want to ohm with us, maybe the more people that ohm with us, the more likely that she'll ohm with us too. Right? But yeah, guys, thank you for everyone that shared this video, and I'm so looking forward to meeting a lot of y'all. Maybe the Om Daddy video reached hundreds of millions of people, and that doesn't mean that we can't reach hundreds of millions more, that we can't 1 up that, 10 up that, 1,000 up that, because if we do have faith, enough faith, that it only gets better and better, and we start living that way. Wow, look at those hearts coming. It's like they're all coming at our face. Yeah, but say it with me. Today is the best day of our career. Today is the best day of my career. Today is the best day of my career, and it's only getting better. You know how I know today's the best day of your career? Because it's today and you're here. All right, guys, well, I'm so excited. If you share this video, I'm super blessed by you just watching it. I'm super blessed by you not even being involved with this. Even if you don't even know who I am, I'm super blessed to have you in my life, because I do believe that when we become more conscious of our breath, and whether it's through oming or whether it's by manipulating our breath in the form of words that we choose to speak that are empowering us, that we're putting words or spells or spelling words that are empowering and enlightening and creating more of a heavenly existence on earth, when we can manipulate our breath. Once again, whether it's just be listening to our breath, watching our breath, realizing the power of our breath, and realizing that words are our breath manipulated. So are we manipulating our breath in the form of words that are serving our highest self, that are co-creating the most heavenly existence possible, that are remembering an upgraded future, remembering a future that only gets better and better? Are we doing that? I am. I trust that you are, and I trust that us collaborating on sharing the same sort of books and sharing our own perceptions based on the same information, realize that even though we consume the same things, whether it's the same foods or the same books or the same sites, that we all react differently to what we're consuming. So just because I eat a diet one way doesn't mean someone else is going to react to the diet the same exact way. And if we are what we eat, maybe we are also what we're looking at, what we're listening to, what we're touching, the people that we're hanging out with. Emotions, maybe they're contagious in a way if we're not aware that they're contagious. Once we become aware of the contagion of words in our company and our emotions, then maybe we'll have the ability to channel that to our advantage. So, for growth to take place, awareness, acceptance, action. Turn up the volume button of awareness. It's the volume. The awareness is the volume button to consciousness. Turn that baby all the way up. Accept your reality that's in the past, because by the time that you're aware of something, it's basically in the past. That's the trippy thing about time. And then start recreating a future that you desire to remember by writing the script of your life with the words that you're choosing to speak. And live lucidly. Dream awake. Sleep deep. Because how we do some things may be indicative of how we do everything. And maybe to the degree that you allow yourself to sleep is the degree that you're currently awake, and vice versa. So keep dreaming big. Get the Audible. Send me a screenshot of your review. Share this video. Sharing is caring. The secret of living is giving in a lot of ways. We see what we are. We see what we're looking for. We give what we're getting. And maybe I'll end this with reading a random page. Look at this. Here we go. This is page 131, and it's been really nice tuning in with y'all. I'll read a little bit until it seems like it's time for the next thing. One of our biggest deceptions is the story we told ourselves in the past, that in order to do what we wanted to do, we had first better do what we're supposed to do. The rationalization was that by fulfilling other people's obligations before our own, we served our time and thus earned the right to self-indulge. If we didn't do things in that order, we were called selfish or egotistical or self-centered or narcissistic. The challenge with that thinking, though, is that the passion we put off this time, we also put off the next time, and the next. New obligations sprang up. There was always, according to the story, aka the rational lie, something else we should do first, something more immediate and less selfish. I don't get it. To me, that's like giving from an empty cup, and when that happens, as my friend Brandon Hawk says, who's bringing his family to the next International Tribe Design in Montana, by the way. Oh, and when that happens, as my friend Brandon Hawk says, you give beyond your capacity and turn the receiver into a thief. How many thieves are created every day by doing things we don't want to do? How much resentment builds up, and where does that build up find release? It seems to me that when you do what you want to do, you start to feel the way you want to feel. You start to feel good. Feeling good, I think, is the sensation of your cup overflowing. And when your cup is overflowing, you give freely to others and let go of the mindset of scarcity. This creates a feeling of connection with yourself, with your environment, with your tribe. That connection gets you into a state of flow, which is a heavenly state to be in. Why wouldn't we desire to be in that state more often than not? Why wouldn't we desire for others to be in that state too? And kids are definitely welcome at Tribe Design. We've had little babies all the way up to, as many viewers are probably on this video, their age. But age is a story that I've let go of giving too much relevance to. I have so many friends that are such a variety of ages, and I don't even know their ages, a lot of them. And I trust if you have a story about your age that you're using it to your advantage rather than a limitation. That's the one thing that you'll find with the tribe and International Tribe Design and Breaking Normal ethos, is that it doesn't really leave much space for limitations or excuses for reasons for you not living your dream now. It's a pretty fierce group in that sense. It's fierce to holding each other accountable to our highest capacity, to the place where we're in our genius, in our flow. So thank you guys. Yes, thank you. I'm happy you see my shirt as a reflection of where I'm at. From Romania, Andrea from Romania, wow. Oh, yeah, she is cute. Thank you, Sidonia. No, the baby's not poor. Actually, she's very rich. She's a, Nadine, I appreciate your concern, but she's actually a very rich baby. And she is teething. She's growing teeth, and sometimes, what I imagine a lot of people, especially for birthing of anything, birthing of ideas, birthing of teeth, birthing of a baby, one of the reasons I imagine people may suffer through those experiences or feel poor is potentially an indication of a resistance they have to the experience. So maybe true suffering is not feeling pain, but it's avoiding pain. And I've found that sometimes if I'm experiencing overwhelming sensations, that singing or screaming or yelling or crying alleviates that what I in the past considered the pain to maybe moving over to pleasure. The veil between pleasure and pain and life and death may be much thinner than people realize in their normal reality, but that's why we're breaking normal. She's a vortex, yep. I'm looking at y'all's comments. You are such a beautiful family, thank you. Today is the best day of my career, yes. Today is the best day of my career, yes. Today is the best day of my career, yes. Is it believable? Do I believe it? Yes, I do. She's getting her teeth, or she's hungry. That's possible of both. It's great to be hungry. Being hungry is an underrated state to be in. It's amazing when one's hungry what they're capable of creating. So, all right. Thank you guys. I think I'm feeling good. I'm feeling complete. I'm excited for y'all to listen to the Audible and listen to it in a fun way. Get creative with it. Walk your dog. Listen to it. Take a road trip. Take a field trip on this permanent holiday. We are healthy people. Good to know. We're healthy. Yes, we're healthy. Of course, I am healthy. I project that onto you. You are healthy. And if I am projecting anything onto you, you better believe I'm paying attention. And it's a projection of empowerment rather than the opposite. Peace in my friends. And if you can hear the awesome music in the background, it's called The Human Experience. I'm listening to them on Spotify. Oh, are we hiring? That's a great question. If along with the screenshots of your reviews, if you have an idea to collaborate, if you can add value to the Breaking Normal brand and what's happening here, of course we're hiring. And by hiring, I mean partnering. I don't know if I look at it as like a general corporate setup, but more of like a hybrid of a wolf pack and a queen bee colony. So if you're interested in the dynamics of being in a tribal colony, a tribal wolf pack colony, and then instead of hiring, we can get our geniuses to synergize. You know, I'm up for that. So send me ideas. I love to hear awesome ideas on ways to collaborate. All right, for sure this time. Peace in my. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I got a comment right before I thought I was getting off. Ashley, I'm paying attention. I'm healthy. You should watch or listen. All right. I love Alan Watts. And since you're paying attention and you're healthy, I would encourage you to let go of shooting on people and more like your legacy is your currency. So you living your life and you owning your reality, it becomes so attractive that you don't have to shit on anyone anymore, but you just own the gift of life and people are watching. People are watching you. And if they think what you're doing is extremely valuable, and when people think what I'm doing is extremely valuable, they've reached out to me. They've reached out to me in creative ways. Rather than going after them, they're coming to me. And thank you for your suggestion about the dubstep type of music. And I'm holding myself accountable to make sure that no one gets away with not hearing themselves. Unless I want them to. All right, it gets all trippy. Hey, Dan Ben Nunn, great seeing you. Maybe we'll see you in Montana. It was great having you in Costa Rica. Lots of big projects are they're brewing, and I think if you watch this video, you'll know. It's about the Audible coming out today. And today, if you're allowing me to project upon you, Dan Ben Nunn, as the best day of your career as well. And guess what? Tomorrow it only gets better. And the next day, and the next day, and the next day. It's an upward spiral of success, and we're surfing those waves together. So I've heard that the best surfer is the one that has the most fun. Make it fun. When in doubt, if in doubt, make it fun.